New at 6, KHOU 11 investigates communication gaps in the emergency medical response at Astroworld.
Jeremy Rogowski discovered some obstacles with first responders talking to each other. Jeremy.
Mia, two-way radios are the go-to means of communicating at a large event, and they were used by Astroworld's medical staff. But we found the biggest EMS agency around could not directly tune in. Long before Travis Scott ever took the stage, there were signs first responders were not all on the same page, literally, like with Astroworld's medical operations plan. Did anyone at HFD ever see that plan?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
Houston Fire Chief Samuel Pena says HFD was initially in a support role because festival organizers hired a private company, Paradox, to provide medical services. And that arrangement made for some communication gaps.
If you're asking if we had radio-to-radio communication with Paradox, no.
Chief Pena says HFD only had direct radio contact with Harris County Emergency Corps, hired to provide a few ambulances on site. HCEC had radio contact with Paradox crews in the field, all making for a roundabout way of communicating while concertgoers in distress needed emergency help.
Getting them there quicker in the emergency response world is absolutely critical. Seconds matter. Lives matter.
Marty Langton is president of the Houston Firefighters Union.
The point is that you want to take as many middle people out of it as possible.
And Langton says a district chief had tried to do that, asking event staff for radios earlier in the day. And what happened?
Instead of giving us a radio, I'm told that they were given a list of cell phone numbers.
And cell service can be spotty at a concert with 50,000 plus. Chief Pena did caution against anyone taking the radio communication issues out of proportion.
To make it seem like because that didn't happen, people died, I'm not going to take that leap.
But going forward for NRG events, the chief says the process of contingency planning does need to change.
When these big productions are held in this venue, we want to be present and at the table from the beginning.
NRG Park is actually a Harris County-owned facility, and why Paradox says EMS and 911 response was strictly under the county's jurisdiction. A company spokesman told me, quote, Paradox Worldwide will do everything we can to support authorities in their investigation, and we are confident that the facts will demonstrate that the care we provided followed the appropriate protocols and operating procedures that were in place. And that investigation, as we know, is a long way from over. Len?
All right, Jeremy, thank you. We'll continue to cover all the angles of this story at Astroworld. Our Melissa Correa sat down with the Heights High School teen who desperately tried to save his friend and classmate from the crowd. See her story on KHOU.com or the KHOU 11 mobile app.